I hope you can hear me rolling my eyes so hard. I'm probably getting eye strain. Of course, this is Meghan putting this out. You can't have it both ways. You can't call these people the ist words that you love to throw around and then throw out stories like this saying, oh, Catherine misses her confidant or whatever it is. That's BS. You don't get to have it both ways. This is just Meghan continuing to be a horrible, horrible monster. Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I am so glad you're here. I hope you're having the best day, and I'm excited to jump into this with you. It's been a while since we've talked Saint Meghan Markle. I thought we could take a look at what's going on over there. If you're new here, Saint Meghan Markle is a Reddit group where they talk about, I don't know, different goings on with Hank and Skank, Harold and Fraud, if you will. I'm Jen. I'm just so glad you're here. Let's take a look and have some conversations, shall we? So first up, in no particular order, this was shared by Great Gossip, and it says, I think I might just be back on divorce watch here. Sure, we've all been saying that Madame will cling to Harry for relevance as she has nothing else going on, that Harry is the only reason anybody notices her, that money coming in is probably mainly through him, through Travelist, Butter Up, I'm guessing that's Butter Up, and Diana money, Renter Royal appearances, etc. But sinners, that is applying logic to Madame. And we know the two don't mix. Madame is delusional. She's heart attack beautiful. Remember that? She described herself as heart attack beautiful. One of the world's most influential women. A feminist. I'm throwing big quotations around that. Again, no word on the African parks from either of them. Star in Suits, a receiver of many awards, bought and paid for, all in her own mind, of course. But she really believes that she is the main attraction. So Madame has set up a new webpage featuring mainly, herself and adorned with Madame's crest. She's signed up with Lemonada, which in her mind will bring huge returns. And note that Lemonada will sell archetypes in Madame's name. She has thus turned the Spotify contract, which was a joint contract, into her solo project. I thought that was a really interesting point. All right, I'm sick of saying Madame, so I'm just going to call her that one. That one has, with difficulty, I'm sure, kept her mouth shut and let Harry make all the stupid statements. That one even kind of behaved herself and I don't know about that, and did not push in front of Harry. She was calling at him, though. Let's see. She was the dutiful wife with her engagement ring back on and brown dish gloves as well. So the stage is set for that one to dump the other one. She will blame him for everything, accuse him of everything, and play the poor little woman, minding the children, staying home while Harry is out on the town. But then again, I've been wrong before. So this brings up a really interesting point, and I really do want to know your thoughts. Chime in the comments. Is this where we're at, you think? Do you think this is setting the stage? I do think it's coming, but I don't think it's yet. I think they still have more to go through, and they talk of him possibly, he turns 40 this year, coming into more money. So obviously she'll stick around till at least then. But I'm curious to know your thoughts. I do think it's coming. I don't know that it'll be... I don't know if it'll be this year that we'll get that. I think they have farther to fall. But let's take a look at some of the responses that people came up with to this. All right. Mickleborough posts this and says, my belief is that she knows, not so deep down inside, that she's nothing without Harry. That's why I don't think she'll leave him unless someone very rich and very dumb comes along. Doing what she does affirms herself. It's a sign of inferiority. Okay. I've given this a lot of thought, and I go back and forth, but I honestly think, with all respect to Mickleborough, of course, that this person is giving her more self-awareness than she actually has. I think she thinks she's the greatest, and everything she does is the best. We've seen her clearly not listen to any kind of management or anything else, or the royal family or her family or anybody. So she always thinks she does, everything she does is the best, right? And the greatest and the best decisions. We've seen the opposite, obviously, but there's just no convincing her otherwise. So I don't know that she knows that she's nothing without Harry. And that is saying something because Harry sucks so bad. Can you imagine making... Can you imagine him being the draw to the relationship? My God. All right, then Coco K says, also the palace/royal family just slammed the public door on the faux royal tours. Half in, half out. Any future is going back to working royals. When that happened, I immediately thought, this is it. I get what you're saying, and that is an interesting point. But again, that would require some reflection and awareness on her part that I don't believe she possesses. I think, again, I'm not diagnosing, but according to some of my favorite other YouTubers, like HG Tutor, knowing the narcissist, right? Knowing the narcissist as we do, there's no way she could admit that she's anything less than wonderful at everything, right? So I just don't think she possesses such self-awareness. I thought Justice brought up a really good question that I hadn't really thought out. You ready? I have a question. Hopefully someone would know the answer, as it's just popped into my head. Say there's a strong, with the emphasis on strong, chance that they will lose their titles. If Madame divorces Harry beforehand and then Parliament takes his title away, that means hers goes away as well, right? Or does she keep that in terms of the divorce? I honestly have not thought about this question. Let me know. I have a guess. I would assume if the titles are stripped, that's it. But I get what this person's saying. That would be like her to try to negotiate that in the divorce that will happen at some point, And I don't know that I wish the titles would get stripped. I don't know that they ever will. But I just thought this was such an interesting question in the event. If she thinks it's going to happen, she divorces him first. Can she negotiate to keep hers, even if his is stripped? I wonder how that would work. And can you imagine if she's walking around calling herself Duchess and he's stripped of his? I mean, believe me, she should be stripped too. That's kind of a funny thought. All right, I'm excited to get into this one. So this person, is it Megan in NYC, posted, Meghan looked like such a hot mess when she was entrapped Harry. Her complete look gives me, quote, drunken shotgun wedding at 3 a.m. in Las Vegas with Elvis vibes. No offense to the king. I just thought that was such a funny point. And separately, I'm working on all the times they've rebranded, and I'm getting into the messy stage of it all, including this hair and this ridiculously over-the-top wedding and expenses and all that, all the spending. So I've been looking at pictures of this again, just working on those videos. And so to see this here really gave me a laugh. I just don't understand. There's just no excuse for it. The only thing that I can think of when I see this is, remember, she kept doing the messy bun over and over. I really thought she thought it would become like the Meghan and people would start doing it or something. I don't know. Again, this to me screams, hello, no self-awareness. She thinks everything she does is great. So she probably thought this was great too. But clearly, I just find it rude and disrespectful to the whole thing, the whole wedding. I can't be bothered. I'll fly in a ridiculously expensive hairdresser to do this, but I can't be bothered. I'm going for messy. All right. Busy Song points out truly a disheveled mess and badly fitting dress. And the dress was clearly copied from another royal bride. Yes, ding, ding, ding. I've talked about this in another video. Let me show you in case you don't know. And there you have it, Princess Angela of Liechtenstein. I hope I'm saying that right. Beautiful, very simple dress and elegant and that kind of boat neck, but then perfectly tailored, beautifully pressed. I mean, she nailed it. I love everything about it. I love that her hair is swept up like that. Her makeup looks flawless. She looks beautiful. It's that whole, when you do things simply, you have to get all the details right. And I feel like Angela did, Meghan didn't. So I believe this is what Meghan was going for and totally missed the mark. Okay, now I get to fangirl out. When I was pulling images for this, I found this comment. So if you're here, Beneficial T7534, thank you. This was so cool to see in the comment section. I couldn't believe it. It says, as Jen from Real Housewives Recaps would say, hey, that's me, messy. That's right, I did say that. Messy hair. I have an urge to cut them to run her bangs every time I see them. Me too. And honk honk, thank you for the shout out, Beneficial T. Also a shout out to Camel Spit 23, great name, who says that's the only way I can say messy. Thank you so much. That's how I say messy as well. My other favorites are revenge. And of course, look at me. If you have a, I don't know, a Lady Goose-ism that you like to say, leave me that in the comments too. I love seeing that stuff. I love knowing that you guys are saying the same things. That just makes my heart so happy. Okay, let's keep going. Snarkfest 23 says, there's a saying, on some people rhinestones look like diamonds, and on others diamonds look like rhinestones. Madame is 100% the latter. She's tacky and classless, and that all the designer frocks in the world can't hide it. In contrast, Catherine is the former, which is why she can wear stuff from Zara and look like she just stepped off the runway. I thought this was such an interesting point. You know, I love my Catherine, Princess of Wales, speedy recovery. But I thought this was such a good point. It all, to me, goes back to, you know, beauty from the inside and the outside reflecting what's going on inside. And yeah, you get the whole idea with Catherine. She could wear anything. It's kind of not fair, right? She always looks gorgeous. But I think a lot of it has to do with, well, her charm and charisma, but also tailoring, fit, pressing, steaming, all the things, right? All the tricks. And Megan just can't be bothered. Again, I'm going to say it backs up my theory that she thinks she can do no wrong. She thinks she looks great in everything. Yet the rest of us see, shall we say it together? Messy. Okay, and then Oil I Ramped says, I'm still not over the makeup and hair. Did she not fly over her own friend who is a makeup artist? I won't bother discussing the outfit anymore because so much has already been said about it. Her specialty is making pricey items appear tactless and out of style. Ding, ding, ding. Again, look at what we just came off of. I keep thinking about Canada. How many outfits in how many days and how much money spent. We've been over in other videos. Ridiculous amounts. And still, I mean, we had that dress dragging on the floor, things not fitting right, open coat, looking like you're wearing long johns. It's just a mess. It really is. Just no fucks given, I guess. I'm out of here 14 says, I'm working from home. Hair in a claw clip. Front pieces fallen out. I look the same as someone when they married a literal prince, lol. But I think my Old Navy t-shirt fits better. This comment has struck me so funny and I mean, we've all said the same thing. Yes, as I record this very similar description. Old Navy sweater, got it. Hair up, got it. Messy, got it. Still looked better than whatever was happening that day. Let's keep going. This was shared by Chrissy Brown 1127, and I got to give you a jump scare warning because this picture scared the bejesus out of me, and it'd probably scare you too. Ready? Just look at those smug looks on their faces. You guys, look at what she did. See, I warned you. Jump scare. Oh my gosh, this picture is like nightmare fuel. Look at that. They face swapped them. And I gotta say, like, this haunts my soul. And the funny thing is, my immediate thought was, oh my gosh, the one on the right looks like Michael Bublé. It's so scary. It's so scary. Since I'm most often told that my voice sounds like Phoebe from Friends, I'll quote Phoebe and say, my eyes, my eyes. So, yeah, Lost and Found 2023 shared that. My eyes. A great episode. We got I'm Frying here, calling this image cursed. Yeah, I gotta agree. That will haunt me forever. Okay, let's talk about this for like 4 hours. Listen, Feisty Energy shared this, and I've had a lot of you guys commenting this on different videos I've posted lately. Allegedly, but this does seem in keeping with Megan. Here we go. Shared by Lemon Trifle. Actually, let me start with the bottom one. Sorry. It's shared by Lynn. It says, apparently, Harry wanted to offer to attend the BAFTAs in place of William. So his motive was to get a spot for himself and Smeg to mix with the A-listers. Okay, this is something that's going around that I've heard the same. You know, it's still alleged, but I believe it was Neil Sean maybe that was talking about this, and I believe it. It sounds right. It sounds like something they would do. Of course, he would jump on a plane to go see Charles for 4 seconds to pitch himself for the BAFTAs. And by the way, William at the BAFTAs, I've talked about in other videos, he was wonderful. Even if Harry didn't suck as bad as Harry sucks, because Harry really does suck, but if he didn't, he still could never have pulled that off. All right, so Lemon Trifle says Harry Trader, and I like Harry Trader very much, and Smeg Trader thought they could grift their way back into the royal family after, I can't say that word on YouTube, them for the past 6 years. Again, I don't love talking about rumors, and right now this is a rumor, but I tend to believe it. I do. This one, it just sounds too much on the nose for those grifters. Let me know if you've heard the same, and if you tend to believe it as well. All right, now let's talk about this. This was posted by Hermes Blanket, and it says, well, okay, so I talked about Michael Bublé a little bit earlier in the video with that nightmare fuel face swap picture. But they're bringing up, this is, I've seen this too. It's trending on Twitter/X. It's Paul Anka. And you know about that My Way song, that Michael Bublé song. Ugh, gag me. Well, Paul Anka is trending for posting that he was proud to honor Harry and Meghan by rewriting My Way for Michael Bublé to sing to them. So I thought it was just Michael Bublé who sucks, and now I'm realizing, no, Paul Anka sucks too. And the thing that irks me and you and a lot of people in the comments here that they're pointing out is, why didn't they honor the actual vets? Could you name anybody there? No, you probably can't, and I can't either, because they didn't highlight anybody except for Harold and Fraud. People are speculating that Meghan was the one that pushed for the lyrics to be altered, that My Way song. And there's this history where when she or both of them get called out for things like this, there's some sort of, pardon the expression, like clap back, right? So she's clapping back through Paul Anka is what's being speculated. This person speculates, and I tend to agree with this, it's more of Bublé feeling very lonely out there in the Harkleverse and probably wants to share the, quote, glory. So if Anka's so proud of this song, why was he not credited on that night? So Honest Boysenberry does point out that Paul Anka is 80 years old, probably doesn't follow the saga of those two. What's Bublé's excuse? That's probably the camp I fall into. I thought that I can't imagine Paul Anka's tweeting, so I'm assuming it's one of his people, but I thought that was pretty crappy, though, for him to step up and kiss the rear of those two. So, yeah, no thanks, Paul Anka. All right, let's talk about this. Have you seen this crap? This was posted by, sorry, that writing is tiny, I'm leaning in, Nikita1712, and it says, I can't believe someone approves these stories to be published. I keep seeing this crap too. Posted by the Mirror Royal, and it says Princess Kate, that's not her name, Catherine, Princess of Wales, lonely and royal family without Meghan Markle, expert claims. I hope you can hear me rolling my eyes so hard. I'm probably getting eye strain from crap like this. What are we talking about? Of course, this is Meghan putting this crap out, or her people, trying to make it seem like what? That Meghan is missed by the royal family? No. You can't have it both ways. You can't call these people the Istwards that you love to throw around and accuse people of willy-nilly. Just because, I don't know, you decided you don't like them, you get to accuse them of stuff like that. And then throw out stories like this saying, oh, Catherine misses her confidant or whatever it is. That's BS. You don't get to have it both ways. This is just Meghan being a horrible monster. And again, attacking Catherine, Princess of Wales. I brought this up in a video recently. I'm bringing it up here. You don't get to hold a grudge that somebody didn't share their lip gloss with you, which, by the way, good for Catherine because, ew. Ew, ew, ew. Anyway, you don't get to hold a grudge and then write that in the stupid book about this lip gloss thing and then what, pretend like Catherine, call her all these horrible things and then pretend like Catherine misses you because you're some sort of confidant? No. You're rewriting history again. You're rebranding. You're doing something, and it's just, we can see right through it. Imagine the comments under this one saying much the same. Like, there's no way. This doesn't make sense. There's no way. Catherine is surrounded by people that love her. She doesn't need this toxicity. But I thought Imaginary Victory had a good point. It says, I can't imagine confiding in someone who loves to go public with everyone's personal business. Same with Harry. I think about that a lot, too. Think about in the book Spare, revealing private, I don't believe anything in that book, but supposedly revealing private conversations that happened between himself and Charles and William. And again, I don't know that I believe anything that Harold said, but yeah, you can't trust either of them. All right, this was posted by Wordscapes SX, and it says, New York Post, Soho House, so over. Have you seen this? So what's going on is Wall Street is betting on the collapse of Soho House. I think that they're short selling it, something like that. And they're thinking that it's about to go under. Dun, dun, dun. What will Marcus do? And my question is, will he get markled? When he, I don't know, if he runs out of funds. I don't care about Marcus. I don't know about Marcus, but I'm just saying he's everywhere with her. I wonder if he'll stop being everywhere with her, if he can no longer give her any kind of monetary benefit or social benefit or anything like that. I wonder if she's banking on him introducing her to her next, whatever, catch, if you will, whatever, loser, lame-o, whatever. And then Karen Delaney Walker shared this. I thought this was great. What are we looking at? Oh, I'll tell you. It's Julia Roberts and Taylor Swift. Two of the deranged emus, that's a great name, favorite people were at her local watering hole in 2013. So there they are at Soho House. And she couldn't get Marcus to sneak her in to meet her idol, Julia Roberts, and future bestie, Taylor Swift. But she was the star of a low-budget cable show. Yay! She did snag herself a dopey prince. Yay! That is funny, though. I thought this was very well done. I didn't even know the existence of this picture, and I think it's hilarious that it's at Soho House. And I do have a video about Meghan cosplaying as Julia Roberts. Definitely take a look at that because it's really weird. Well, guys, this was really fun. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. So much going on with those two. This is just a fun way to talk about a bunch of different news stories, take a look at some pictures, have some nightmare fuel, all the things. So thank you for sticking with me through this. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. You guys are the best. I want you to know how much I appreciate each and every one of you for your comments, your kind words, your thumbs up, your hitting the subscribe button, all that stuff. I really do appreciate it. If you want to further support this show, there's two ways you can do it. You can definitely check out the merch. We now have Caffeinated and Feisty, so check that out. Thank you to everybody who's picked that up. And we have Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's where I do bonus episodes, deep dives. We have a lot of fun over there. We got stuff going up every couple of days, so check that out if you are interested. As always, thank you guys for being here. I can't wait to read your thoughts on all of this, and I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this very soon. Hope you have the best day. I'll talk to you again very soon. I said already. All right. Bye-bye.